Is there any meaning to your dreams, or are they just random nonsense? Let's find out. You hear about this all the time, people analysing their dreams, buying these books of dream meanings and trying to find out what their dreams represent. And on the surface it sounds very, very silly. You have these weird abstract dreams that seem to make no sense, and someone is looking in a book and finding some definition of what that means. How could someone possibly know what that's supposed to mean, and why would it mean anything in the first place? Well, the truth is, your dreams do mean something, and any lucid dreamer who understands how lucid dreams work and how regular dreams work will intuitively be able to understand that. It's just it's a little bit different from how some people make out. Basically, your dreams are a product of your subconscious mind, so what goes on in your subconscious manifests itself in your dreams. So there is a meaning to what is going on in your dreams. It's not so much a case of your brain coming up with this whole long story because it wants to tell you this and that and this and that. It's just that the things that are going on in your subconscious will reflect themselves in your dreams, and so certain things that crop up, certain themes, are representative of certain things going on in there. So how do you analyse them? Do you need to buy one of these dream meaning books? Honestly, I say no, and I in fact recommend against it. It's not that these dream meaning books are necessarily wrong. The rationale behind these dream meaning books is that certain things that we encounter, we react to in a certain way. You know, people associate certain things with a certain colour, or with a certain animal, or with a certain place, and so seeing those things in a dream may represent those things. And on the surface it's a great idea, that does make sense. But the problem is that the subconscious of any individual is very, very different from the subconscious of another individual. Depending on things you love and things you hate, things that you want to be around and things that you're terrified of, you're going to have very different reactions to some of the same things. So a particular animal that might represent something to one person may represent the complete opposite to someone else. And that's why I think that going with a dream meaning guide might, perhaps shed some light on some things that you don't understand, but it shouldn't be your first point of reference. Instead, you need to look at yourself. You see, while your subconscious is kind of out of your sight most of the time, you don't access it in the same way you access your conscious mind. It goes on beneath the surface, which is why it's called the subconscious. It is still possible to access things in your subconscious. For one, you can simply ask yourself in a lucid dream. You can say, what does this dream mean? And you may get a plain English answer. But I found a really, really, really simple way of analysing your dreams while you're awake. It is so simple, and it works so tremendously well that it's all I use now for analysing my dreams. I just ask myself one question, and that question is, if I was a movie director and I had just made a movie of that dream, what would I be trying to represent with it? What would I be trying to represent by that particular dream character? What would I be trying to represent with that particular colour that was everywhere in the dream? What would I be trying to represent with that animal that I saw? Or that object that I picked up? Or that journey that I went on? You ask yourself that question, and you're going to find an answer. You're going to find that you intuitively have something that you feel like, you would try to represent with those things. And guess what? That is the correct answer, because if you were planning a movie with these kinds of themes, you would take the associations that you have in your subconscious and you would apply them for that movie so that they would represent those things. And that's exactly how your dreams are made. Your subconscious feels a certain way about certain things, so when certain things show up in your dream, it's representative of what's going on in your subconscious. So the same way that you would use those things to represent something in a movie is the way that your brain is representing those things in your head. So by asking yourself that question and really exploring it, you're going to be able to get the answer to what your dreams mean. Now, you can feel free to add other questions in. You can ask yourself, more. Just ask yourself in this particular context, what would you be representing with some of the things that occurred in your dream? Thank you guys for watching. If you aren't already, remember to subscribe over there for more. And if you want to support the channel, then check out my Patreon page. I post lots of free public content on there, regular blog updates for the channel. So even if you don't want to support the channel, then check it out. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.